Our fourth speaker is a senior who is majoring in finance and investment and who will be graduating this semester. He's also an active member in the SLC, being a business strategist position, and he's also part of Toastmasters. He's recently interned with Oppenheimer, PwC, Elliott Management, and also took the MD SAS program. Give your hands up for Christian Cappa.
Hello everyone, my name is Christian Cappa. I am the Business Relations Strategist of the Koppelman SLC. I am also an active member in Koppelman Toastmasters, and I'm currently a senior at Brooklyn College, majoring in finance and investments and minoring in accounting. Now, what I would like to speak to everyone today about is not to depend on education. Now, I know when you hear that, you probably think, okay, is he just going to get up here and slander education? No, because I'm definitely not doing that. What I believe is that students have to get a strong education and also work behind that, because when you're in an interview and you're talking about your past work experiences, there's a lot that the interviewer wants to know about you, and you can't just rely on education to, one, get you the interview and help you succeed in that interview. Why I say not to rely on education is because I've met several individuals who approach me and say, how did you even land an internship? How did you get a job offer for after you graduate? And it starts with progressing yourself as an individual and utilizing the resources you have at Brooklyn College. For me, my number one thing was getting involved on Brooklyn College campus. If I didn't get involved on Brooklyn College, I wouldn't have several topics to speak about when I was interviewing. I wouldn't have the resources that were at my foot. Well, I wouldn't have realized the resources. I would like to rephrase that, because the resources at Brooklyn College are going to be here whether I attended or I didn't. So when I got involved on campus, I realized all the resources we have, such as the Magner Center. And when I first went to the Magner Center, I did not have a strong resume, I did not have strong communication skills, and I had no financial work experience that can help me excel in the financial industry. So what I had to do was prepare myself to be the perfect candidate. How did I do that? I went to the Magner Center every day, I worked on my resume, I worked on my interviewing skills, and on top of that, I had to get a strong education. Now, the problem with depending on education is I know several individuals who have a very high GPA, 4.0 GPA, but then when I talk to them, they're graduating and never had an internship before, and they want to work for a Fortune 500 company. Sorry to break it to you, that doesn't look good, because you're not just competing with the individuals at Brooklyn College, you're competing with the hundreds of other universities and the thousands, if not tens of thousands of other students who have a 3.8 GPA and higher. It's not just about your education. They're not going to say, oh, you did very well in my class, here's this great career opportunity, I know this individual and he'll hire you ASAP. It doesn't work like that. You have to be aggressive yourself. You have to network, you have to utilize your resources, and you have to put yourself out there and know what you want to accomplish in your life. So for myself, I started Brooklyn College in 2015, and after getting involved on campus, I was previously an accounting major. When I got my first internship, that was because of Brooklyn College. Brooklyn College did not get me the internship, but I learned about this resource through Brooklyn College. I attended the career day, and it was this organization called the All-Stars Group. And what it was a 12-week training program with career development meetings and career visits at several Fortune 500 companies such as EY, Goldman Sachs, and JP Morgan. So what they did was, at the end of this 12-week training program, was they paired you up with an internship for 6 weeks throughout the summer. Now, I went through that rigorous program, and the reason why I landed in that internship was because I first learned about the opportunity at Brooklyn College. Brooklyn College didn't give me that opportunity. I went out and I learned through Brooklyn College. Now, my second internship also came from Brooklyn College. We all know the Big Four comes here to recruit our students, and I was very fortunate to land myself in an interview with PwC in their MITRE practice, which was Market Information and Data Analytics. Now, I had to prepare myself for that interview by going to the Magna Center and learning to say what would really wow the individual. I had to have a story myself. I had to have something that made me stand out from the crowd. And with the preparation through Brooklyn College, that I became successful in the interview and I landed the position. Afterwards, I landed a position at Oppenheimer for sales and trading, interned there, and I'm glad to say that I received a full-time offer. I will be joining them as soon as I graduate. So now, outside of all my successes, it goes back to, okay, well, what did you do? I didn't depend on education to get me these opportunities. What I had to do was, again, prepare myself, build a strong resume, network, and I utilized my resources. Now, I had an individual last semester come up to me with his resume and showed me, said, how do I get an internship? This individual had a 4.0 GPA, never interned anywhere, and he was asking me for the answers when education-wise, he has all the answers. You have a 4.0. Like, I can't help you get an internship. You have to utilize your resources. Go to the Magna Center. Whenever someone approaches me from Brooklyn College, what's the first thing they can do? I say, go to the Magna Center. Learn what you want to do. Explore by yourself. Do your own research. Know what industry you want to get involved in, because it's not just finance. It's not just accounting. There's so many industries in finance and divisions, should I say. Apologize for that. Now, another thing is when I come across individuals and they slander Brooklyn College and say, well, they don't help you with anything. They don't help you get a career. Well, okay, well, what do you do besides go to class? Oh, I just go home. I have a job to do. Well, I think we all work here. I think we all have to provide for ourselves. But we have to work harder. It's not just go to class, go home, work, and that's your day. No, you have to work. You have to apply yourself and do things that you never thought that you would do. You have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that's how you excel in life. And that's how you put yourself in this situation to be somewhere where you never thought you can be. That's what you have to do when you want to envision yourself in being in a career, even your dream career, not even just any career, your dream career. You have to take yourself, take a deep breath, and just go along the way, follow the path. And of course, you're going to deal with adversity, and you're going to have a lot of difficult times where you don't want to apply yourself anymore. But it's all about getting up, not depending on the resources, depending on the resources that are at your doorstep, but not depending on other people to get you to where you want to be. It's all about yourself, and you have to work harder than just doing well in school. You have to do well as an overall individual, become the well-rounded person you want to be in the future, and that's how you will succeed in life. So, I hope everyone got the message, not to depend on school, and again, it's not to slander an education, because education is very important. It's your foundation, and from that point on is where you build, and you'll see things come to fruition.